Are we live?
Good morning.
You went too fast. Yesterday morning, I went and re-listened to the
Yeah.
English podcast. I laughed. I laughed. I laughed. I laughed. I know I'm live now, by the way, guys. Okay, because we didn't know we were live, so we were talking about what were we talking about? It was okay, thank God. Imagine if we were talking about somebody. We don't do that, guys. Oh, well, maybe sometimes. Okay. So, welcome to the Millionaire of the Diamonds. As you can see, this is a very simple but powerful podcast where our community is built on clear belief that if you work your inside, your outside will reflect it. So it's all about personal growth. Like I said last night in the most amazing advancement class, Melanie Miller, that you have given, you know, you want this, you need to grow emotionally. You need to grow with your faith. You need to grow with your confidence. You need to grow. And, I give a whole list of that because there is no way that I'm going to achieve my next level with the same person I am today. Okay. Yes, my body, everything is the same, but there needs to be growth. And this is when we will build this great vision of thousands of millionaires and multimillionaires. And don't give me that. I can hear some of you, money is not important because you don't have any. Money changes the world. Money provides the capacity to choose. Money provides also your capacity to do good in the world. So the reason we were able to do warm and lights for the homeless project in December is because this was $12,000 that people donated. Plus, so much more that I can't even account for when you're able to help somebody. I could go on and on and on. And I'm so excited that we're beginning Think and Grow Rich today. If you don't have the book, go get it. It's going to be my fourth time. The first time, I think after one chapter, I dropped it. The second time, we did the whole thing, didn't understand a word. The third time, I got a little bit of it, enough to say, Marie-Pierre, we need to go to a conference. And now that we began last night, I don't need a conference. We will be that conference, okay? We will be that conference. And we're going to explore today how desire, decision, and persistence shapes your outcome. And I'm going to give you three powerful examples of myself. And then Melanie Miller will clearly tell you what desire is not, academically, what it is. So before we move forward, I leave you in the hands of Marie-Pierre. I'm excited to hear the winners.
Yes. Okay. So first, it's time to share the podcast this morning. So you have the text in the comment that you can copy paste it when you share on every social media platform, so people understand why they should listen to the podcast this morning. So when you click on the arrow just beside where you write your comment, you can share on every social media platform. But you will see that you can share directly with Messenger, text message. So when you have someone in mind that really needs to hear the podcast, you can send it directly to that person. So it's the best way to make sure that they will listen to the podcast this morning. Then we have our contest, Les Millionnaires de Diamants. So first, when you go on our Facebook group, Les Millionnaires de Diamants Inspirational Group, every time you post, every time you put a comment, a reaction, you gain points during the month to be in the top 10 contributor. And at the end of the month, the official top 10 get a voucher to go shop on the boutique Les Millionnaires de Diamants. So the top 10, official top 10 for the month of December, we have now number 10, Sherry Novak, number 9, Nathalie Brochu, number 8, Des Images et des Mots, number 7,
Who?
Agnès.
Wait. Who?
What? It's a page called Des Images et des Mots.
Oh, but they've been sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Image Demo. Woo! And do they know they get a voucher?
It's posted on the group.
Okay.
Number 7, we have Agnès Joseph Local.
Who's
Number 6, I don't know.
that? Thank you.
Number 6, we have Melanie Kokos. Number 5, we have CKA Motivation.
Huh? Wait. So we're getting other groups.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tiki.
Number 4, we have Lise Boucher. Number 3, we have Kenra Sefingasol. Number 2, Louise Gauthier. And number 1, Martha Noel. So congratulations to our top.
Hang on.
Of December.
Hang on. Martin is holding on to his title. In 2026, we should do a trophy, the one with the most number one in the podcast, The Millionaire of the Diamonds. Okay. I'm telling you, we're going to have fun with this at the last conference. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Go on. I'm excited.
Well, and the second
Marie-Pierre,
way, yeah.
Marie-Pierre, I was about to take a sip of water. Melanie, my cat did it again last night. Paw, paw. So I don't know how long this has been going on because I keep the same glass. Yeah, yeah. So, okay, enough. Just side note.
Voilà. And the second way to win some voucher to go shop on a boutique Les Millionnaires Diamants, and when you post on Facebook, on every social media platform, and you tag Maria Moreno and Les Millionnaires Diamants. So when you go on the boutique and you place your order, you receive your order, make sure that you always take your picture and you post it on social media and you tag Maria Moreno and Les Millionnaires Diamants. And the second way is with the books Les Millionnaires Diamants. So every time you receive another book, you take a picture. You're reading another book, again, you can take a picture. You're doing one of the quiz book, you take your picture. You're doing one of the workbook, you take a picture. You're using your agenda, you take a picture. So every day you can have a new picture and always post and tag Maria Moreno and Les Millionnaires des Diamants to be in the draw at the end of the month. And then we have our conference that is coming up on January 24th. So if you don't already have your ticket, I will put the link in the comment in a few seconds. It will appear. So you can click on the link and get your ticket. And we still have place if you want to be with us at the studio. So it's a virtual conference. So anywhere in the world you can watch the conference. But if you want to be with us at the studio, we are in Anjou, so you can come. Just send me a message when you get your ticket. I want to be there, and I will add you to the group of people that will be with us at the studio. Voilà.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's dive in. It's been a very exciting morning. So, again, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today, we're going to begin Think and Grow Rich. So, I want to tell you something that's really, really important to start with. And I'm excited for Melanie Miller to come on. Okay. This book is not about money, it's about who keeps going. So when you hear Think and Go Rich, it's really about who keeps going. The very first chapter makes a powerful claim. It says, men really do think and grow rich. And you're reading this, right, Melanie? We were reading this, Marie-Pierre, really think and grow rich. I said, I love this because it's true. I really believe it because I have parents that immigrated from Italy to Canada. And it was really that thought that Adelina had, my mom, I'm going to Canada to become a millionaire. Think and grow rich, right? Not because they wished it, not because they hope, but because they decide and then they refuse to quit. Relentlessness. So the story the story opens with Edison and Barnes. Barnes didn't want a job with Thomas Edison. He didn't want a paycheck. He didn't want security. He wanted an association. He wanted to be in business with Edison. And what matters most is this: Barnes wanted it so clearly, so definitely, that he was willing to act before there was proof. What does that mean? He went and worked for Edison with no money. He went and worked with no position. He went to work with no guarantee. And he worked for almost nothing because the desire made him do it. It was so strong. That's what happened. So it brings me to one of the stories that I want to share with you. When I was reading this, I saw my life when I joined Tupperware at 18. So Melanie, because I have you guys here with me, Marie-Pierre and Melanie, one of the things that you need to know that I never talked about is that in the beginning, I worked for nothing for my parents. Beginning with being 16, 17, I helped them pack orders. So I learned, this is why this story touches me a lot. I learned everything we needed to learn about owning a distributorship because I was there with no pay. No pay. And when I started at 18 selling Tupperware, this is not arrogance. This is just clarity. I said, I'm going to be like Amy Schmaltz because she had made millions. And I said, I'm going to be better than my mom and dad because I'm going to use their experience to step it up even more. I need to rise from their shoulders. And here we are 42 years later from the people who started it in the 80s and 90s. I'm still here. Everyone else has given up. Like there's not one person I can think of, Melanie, that when I started Tupperware that are still right now in the business. They have all given up and thought that the grass was greener somewhere else. Okay. They have all given up and reverted, like there's when you revert to your original state and revert it, like the grass is never greener anywhere else. So I stayed not because it was easy, but because my desire was definite. Burning desire isn't what gets you started. It's what keeps you standing when everything else falls apart. Shall we talk about 2025? No. Okay. Now marrying Mohammed, like nobody really knows this, but my parents kidnapped me. They're Italian Catholic. They kidnapped me at a certain point, trying to keep me away from marrying Mohammed. Uh, I was I was like held hostage, bringing in women that had been with Arabic Muslim men. And back then there was the book Never Without My Daughter. There was a video cassette Never Without My Daughter. But my desire was definite. It was definite to marry Mohammed. Why? Because I knew what I needed from a man. I just never said he needed to be Italian, he needed to be Catholic, he needed to be 6 feet this. I knew what I wanted. It was definite for me because with the wrong man, I could not have built on the wealth because I knew I was going to be a multimillionaire. But to build on top of that, I needed this type of man. I had not even met Mohammed. It was clear. And that's where we are today. We're working on 100 doors. And you need to understand it's my clarity, my vision that allows me to empower my husband, Mohammed, because he has the university degree. He has the eye. He has the capacity to negotiate. Because at the end of the day, Melanie and Marie-Pierre, it's still a man's world. It's still a man's world. So that's what I want to share with you before I leave you in the capable hands of Melanie. I'm just here to tell you, do you have that burning desire? And you're probably wondering what exactly it looks like. I'm going to leave you in the hands of Melanie Miller.
Thank you, Maria. And
Melanie, we're staying like this morning, all three.
no, yeah,
She's alone. You can see at the bottom, but you have to look at the top.
Yeah, but the top were all three.
No.
no, we weren't. We are now.
Ah, yeah. That's why I was talking to you guys. Oh,
You can always see us at the bottom, but not on the screen.
let me take a picture. Hang on a second. Okay. I'm very good at this. Look at me. Thursday. Give me a second. I need to take a picture. Hang on. Okay. So there's just Melanie Miller now?
No, not now. Now we are all there because you wanted to be all there.
Oh, okay. Okay, go, Melanie.
Thank you. So, as Maria was telling her story about how she worked for her parents, it reminded me that when I was studying to do my pharmacy degree, and I was pretty passionate about my degree and the desire to be able to help people and use my science. I had done a PhD, and I'll tell you a bit about that. But I actually did a lot of voluntary work in hospitals to find out how I could be a better pharmacist. And I also got a job in a factory to find out how I could be better. And I never got paid for any of those. Now, in those days, you could do that. You could follow those passions. Nowadays, everywhere is so unionized and has so many rules that probably wouldn't be possible. But the opening chapter of this book is called Thoughts and Thoughts Are Things. And it basically reminds us that our power of thought will often manifest what we want, not because it's magic, but because we do everything we can to make what we want happen. The book opens, as Maria told you, with the story of Edwin C. Barnes. He was a man who had a burning desire to work with Thomas Edison, and he went through various scenarios to try and work with him. And his final decision was to work in the same area in his offices until he saw an opportunity which made his desire become a reality. And he literally thought himself into the position he wanted. So, what gives people this burning desire to do something? So, what I did was I Googled what is burning desire, and this is what Google told me. A burning desire means an intense, powerful, and all consuming passion or longing to achieve something, acting as a strong inner drive that pushes you to overcome obstacles and take action, far beyond a simple wish or interest. It's a deep-seated motivation, like a fire inside, that fuels perseverance and makes achieving goals a necessity, not just a hope. And I loved that definition. I really felt that it encompassed the feelings of what burning desire is. So it's this sort of desire that will show the difference between a person who's studying to do a PhD and actually completes it versus a person who doesn't ever finish. There's a compulsion, well, there was for me anyway, to complete my PhD, to get my story out, to add to the world of science something that was not known before, to be the originator of an idea. What compels you to work on something without pay, without being really sure that you can ever prove anything and not give up? In fact, you give up just about everything else and to achieve it. And that's partly what burning desire is. The burning desire to do something is like a force within you that will not let you abandon. And when I was thinking about how Stephen Covey might describe it, it's like a compass that sends you in the right direction with the right values to achieve what you want to achieve, even when you don't feel like doing it. And looking at myself, I know that I always work better when I have a burning desire to do something. I think that's why I keep setting myself ridiculous goals. I know that even if that burning desire is not necessarily directly related to what I'm doing, it's like a burning desire to keep you going. I have one at the moment, to complete a marathon in 6 hours. You might argue that that's just a goal, but I would argue back that a simple goal would not compel me to go out each Saturday in extremely low temperatures to complete my long run. There is something bigger than the goal that's driving me, a desire to show I can do it at 66, to be an example to my community, to inspire others to take better care of themselves, to show me that life is not over yet, to feel alive. And after every training session, I feel more alive. I did put in parenthesis here, eventually, after I've recovered from the run. And as I feel more alive, I am more capable in everything I do. And the following people have all had burning desires. and you will recognize them and understand that they achieved their lives because of those burning desires. If you were to stop and think for a moment, I know that you would come up with a lot of these names. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. Their relentless drive to revolutionize technology propelled them to build global empires, overcoming countless setbacks. Henry Ford and, of course, Thomas Edison. Despite initial ridicule, their burning desire to innovate kept them working until they achieved their groundbreaking goals. What about Madonna and Oprah Winfrey in the arts and performance world? Their powerful ambition and passion for their craft led them to stardom. And when I think about Muhammad Ali or Arnold Schwarzenegger, his famous one word answer for his success: drive. It encapsulates the powerful internal force needed for peak physical and business achievement. And I wouldn't be fair if I did not mention Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela's burning desire was to end apartheid in South Africa and establish a non-racial democracy. His conviction was so strong that he endured 27 years in prison rather than compromise his principles. He emerged from prison to lead the nation, negotiate the end of apartheid, become South Africa's first black president, and oversee a peaceful transition to a new government. And alongside Nelson Mandela, what about Mahatma Gandhi? His desire for the independence of India from the British rule, achieved through a unique philosophy of non-violent civil disobedience. His unwavering desire was his commitment to a truth force and inspired millions to join the struggle for self-rule. And his achievement? Through relentless peaceful campaigning, he played a pivotal role in achieving India's independence in 1947. As I close this section, I want to remind you, you don't have to be famous to have burning desires, but you will recognize in others when they do. They are not the people watching hours of Netflix or getting takeout because they don't feel like cooking every day, or going out socializing or gossiping and drinking. They are doggedly working to fulfill their burning desires, whatever they may be. And now I'm going to hand you over to Marie Pierre, who's going to do our first quiz for the year.
Yes, thank you, Melanie. So now let's go into the quiz. So it's going to be a quiz really easy in a way that it's going to be yes or no for each of the question, because we realize that the burning desire is not something that you claim, oh, I have it. No, it's something that you will see in your behavior. So you can see with what you did in the past if you really have that burning desire already. And if you don't have it yet, it's okay. You're going to work on that with the book that we are just starting, Think and Grow Rich. So for the next minute with the question, there's nothing to prove. It's only yes or no. It's not to impress. It's not to explain yourself. It's about honesty to see where you are right now with that burning desire. So it's going to be like a reality check. So be honest with yourself. There's no right or wrong answer. It's only to reveal where you are right now. So let's start with question number 1. So have you ever heard a clear no from a person or a system or a situation and you taking it as a final answer without looking for another way? Question number 2. Have you ever said the word I tried when deep down you know what really happened was discouragement? Question number 3. When something didn't work the first time, did you immediately question the goal itself instead of the method? Question number 4. Have you ever lowered what you wanted, not because it wasn't important, but because wanting it fully felt risky? And question number 5, have you ever waited for motivation, clarity, or confidence before taking the next step instead of letting the action create them? So now you have the answer. If you already have that burning desire. So if you say, okay, yes to all those questions, but in the past, in a long, long time ago, good. That means that maybe you are working on that burning desire. If it's something that happened yesterday, okay, you need to work more on your burning desire. And it's okay because what we really realize with this story with the Barnes and Edison is that Barnes didn't ask, is it working yet? Yes, along until it does. So that burning desire will change the question that you ask yourself. So when you have a weak desire, you will ask yourself, is it worth it? When you have that burning desire, you will ask yourself, what will it take to work? If you have your weak desire, you will ask, what if I fail? And when you have your burning desire, you will ask, what must I learn to succeed? So the weak desire will negotiate with discomfort, and when you have your burning desire, it will organize your life around the outcome. So the question that will you will ask yourself will be really revealing of if you really have that burning desire. So today, it's to know where you are right now. Do you already have that burning desire, or is it something that you want to work on? It's okay, but now you know, so you are ready with an open mind to learn more about the Think and Grow Rich that we are covering right now. So, on that, I wish you a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye, everyone.